Hi guys, it's the Evil Cake Genius and Valentine's is coming right up, so I wanted to show you guys some of our new Oreo icing sheets, and we're gonna make these a little bit sexy today. So very white, look out, here comes ECG. I've got two designs that I just can't pick between the two, so I'm gonna do 3 of each in this video, and then you guys can pick what you want to do. This one's called Victorian Love. This one is called Boho Valentine's, but I'm looking at it and actually this would be really cool for Mother's Day too. It's very pretty. Anyway, and I also am trying something new today because we got this amazing peppermint. It's got little chips in it, little red chips. We got this in around Christmas, and I love mint and chocolate together. So we're gonna do the Victorian Love one in peppermint, and then we'll do the other one in a dark chocolate because you can't go wrong with that. Let's play around with these. And we're gonna make them really fancy. So you can do them just the way we do our other ones, but I've got these beautiful little Victorian kind of filigree molds and keyhole molds that I wanna play with. So we're gonna play with those too. So I'm gonna do this one. This is a Je t'aime, which is French for I want your bod. Not really. And then love, and then I think I'll do I kind of like the doves. So we're leaving the cute little Valentine out, but that's okay. It'll get over it. And then I'm gonna put ones that I don't use right back in the bag because it's Minnesota and it is so dry here that these suckers are gonna dry out and crack if I leave them. So get the air out of there and seal them again. If you are in a dry climate like this, store these before you're using them in, what I usually do is I take these in their individual bags and then I like wrap them in plastic wrap, just hermetically seal them because it's just, it's pretty dry, and these are very, very good at not drying out. But I mean, there's only so much we can do. That's like an act of God, so. Anyway, so we're gonna do Je t'aime here, and I just had another mold under there because I don't like having, this is floppy, and love, and it doesn't, I'm doing it in our dishwasher safe one because this gives me a little bit of a border around the edge. You can do it in our normal icing sheet one, our normal Oreo mold, the one that's made out of this material, and they fit perfectly in there, but I want a little border on this because sometimes I like that, but also I want room to do some of these cool things, so stick around. Okay, so these 3 we're gonna do. Push them down as much as we can, get them to just stick in there. But don't worry, if some chocolate gets under there, you can just scratch it off with a knife. And then, which ones of these should we do? Let's do, this one's like one of my faves. So we'll do this. This is the Boho sheets. Put that one in there. And let's do this one. And since we dissed our Valentine last time, we'll do this one. We'll do this old school looking Valentine guy. Very cute. Okay. So I'll throw them in here. Hopefully I'll remember which is which. Okay. So those are in there. And, oh wait, put this back in the baggie. Listen to your own advice, CCG. Okay. Okay, over there. Okay, and then this is just our new peppermint coating wafers. I've just microwaved it at 15-second intervals and given it a little massage every 15 seconds. And just by me yapping, it's starting to set up a little bit on the tip again. So we'll see. I might have to give it a tiny nuke again, but you don't want to go too, you don't want to over nuke these. So I'm just cutting the tip of this. And we're gonna do, oh, that is not a big enough tip. Throw this in here, and here, and here. Give it a little tap out. Okay, I do want something solid under here, so it all taps together. And do that much. And then we're gonna do dark chocolate. This again is our coating. Got a little, it's starting to get a little set up on the edge because I was talking too long. So there we go. There, there, there. My air bubbles cooperated with me. Did you see that? Okay, a little tap. You can do this on anything you want. I just happen to have another mold sitting around, so. And then we just chuck the Oreo in here, push it down. You can do this with any 1 3/4 inch diameter cookie or up to a 2-inch. Because this mold's a little bit bigger than my standard Oreo. The standard Oreo is exactly 2 inches. This one is, I think 2 1/4. So we get that nice little border around it. So just push those in. And this is a little thick now. I'm gonna microwave it for 5 seconds. It started to set up on me. No more than 5 seconds though, or it's gonna get weird. They tend to get thick and sad if you microwave them too long. So I'm just gonna get these going. There's really gotta be a better thing than that. Okay. Okay, 5 seconds. Now it's back to being the way it should be, sort of. It's still a little thick. It's so cold here, guys. You have no idea. It's like minus air temperature, so everything in my house like is freezing. Okay. Let's see, a little more here. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this one more little tiny bit. But meanwhile, we're just doing this. This is just to tap out the air bubbles. So you can see they're coming up, they're popping, everything's happy. Okay. This feels better. Oh yeah, that's way better. Okay, so we're just gonna, okay. I was a little concerned about overdoing it. And so I was a little shy on the microwave. Fill the rest of this. Okay. Good, good, good. You can do them thinner if you don't want as much chocolate to cookie ratio. But I like them to be a little thicker. So, we are gonna throw these in the microwave, throw them in the fridge for about 10 minutes. You can't go wrong. I mean, you can throw them in the freezer if you want to go faster. So maybe I'll do that because for the sake of video. But we are good. These are going in the freezer. I'll be right back. Okay, so while those are setting up, we're gonna make some filigree for them. And make them super special. So this is chocolate paste. I have my recipe on the site. If you go to the video page for this, I'll have the video, I'll have the recipe posted. This I made a while ago. It is simple. It's white chocolate, oil-based candy color, and corn syrup. And it just seizes up your chocolate and turns it into clay. So I make it yellow because I'm gonna make these with, I'm gonna make them gold. And some of them I'm gonna do copper because that goes really well with this one. And so we're going to give it a little head start with the color. So this is like a Tootsie Roll right now. And so I'm gonna microwave it for literally, like I can just do it with my hands. My hands are clean. I washed my hands, I swear to God. Look at cracked knuckles from washing my hands so much. Anyway, so you can just use the warmth of your hands, or I'm gonna throw it in the microwave for like literally 2 seconds is gonna do it for us, okay? So let's chuck this in there. And while I'm over here, I'm gonna grab cornstarch for my hands. So there we go, we're going 2 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, here we go. Okay, maybe 5 seconds. Okay. Better, okay. So now it's a little more pliable. And this stuff keeps forever. It's chocolate. It's chocolate and corn syrup. So I made this about 3 months ago. No. It's Valentine's Day now. I made it for Christmas. So yeah, about 2-3 months. And it's fine. So you just take off a little bit of it. And knead it, and now it's ready to be molded. So now it's like Play-Doh now. I'm gonna grab some cornstarch for putting it into these molds. A lot of people have asked how to get them in and out of the molds cleanly. First of all, the reason we're using chocolate paste and not chocolate is that this is a very thin mold, and trying to unmold it out of chocolate, you're gonna break them. It's just gonna break. This in particular, I think it would be impossible to get out in chocolate, and chocolate paste not only comes out better and doesn't break, but it remains pliable so we can bend it around those Oreos. And I'm gonna do, like I said, I wanna do some in copper and some in sunny gold. I'm just gonna pick and choose, right? Right. Let's do these out of here. And you know what, just to make sure that I'm gonna be extra neurotic and tape off the one that I'm not doing, because I don't know how good I am at aiming on this. So we're gonna start with the sunny gold on this one. And what we're doing is we're adding the sunny gold to the mold. This is all the coloring you're gonna need then. This will grab right onto this lovely chocolate paste. And it also, as an added bonus, will act as a release. Now this is it'll come out anyway, but it comes out extra well with this. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of this, roll it. People have asked, how do you get all these little details? It's very simple. I roll it into like a stick, like a little wiggle. Very fine. And then you just kind of press it into the mold. This is where cornstarch becomes very important, because it's gonna start sticking to my hands. Not me necessarily, because I'm like the living dead. I have no heat in my hands, but for most of you people that actually have blood flow to your fingers, it's gonna do that. For me, not so much. But then what we do is, so there's right now, if I took it out right now, it'd be sad. You'd have to trim it all up. And so we don't want to do that. So what we do is we just push down. And peel away. So all of that stuff that's extra is going to come off. We're just pushing that away. So it's just literally just kind of cramming it into the mold. Now, if any of these come apart, if they break, it doesn't matter. We can fuse them back together. Sometimes I cut them on purpose. And then this is the key part that I didn't show very well in the last video. And so you do the cutaway part, but then kind of roll it back in. So I'm rolling this all back in until I can see the edge of that mold everywhere. And so then I know I just need to take that off. Okay. So I can see the edge of the mold now. I know I won't have to trim anything. See that? See? Now I know I don't have to trim. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Hit with another one. I mean, you don't have to watch this whole thing. I just wanted you to have an idea. So we'll do a shorter version too. I'll have Brian magically cut Captain Leisure will cut us a different one. And again, I wash my hands. I have completed food safety classes, and it is okay to use your hands as long as they are washed. It's actually better than using gloves and forgetting that you have gloves on and touching everything else and coming back and thinking you're okay because you have gloves. So I want to do this one in copper, but first I'm gonna nuke this one more minute. It is really cold here, guys. Really cold. Okay, but I want to get some keyholes too. In the gold, the copper is going to take over the gold, so I figure we'll start with gold ones, and then once they're filled in, we can add the copper. Okay, so we're gonna do that keyhole. And then I also want to do, for the je t'aime, I want to do a skinny key. I want to do this one. Okay. Okay. Tap that out. Look at all that extra. Okay. And then we'll get this stuff that I just nuked a little bit. That's better. So again, we're back to Play-Doh. And we're gonna start on the copper. So these are already starting to set up because once they get back to room temperature, they're like this. So I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do a little bit of copper. This is so pretty. We did these on our Halloween Victorian ones. Oh God, so pretty. And I really think that they go with the boho really well because they look kind of vintage. I think I'll do this one. I stopped taping off. Did you notice? I gave up. I don't think we need to tape it off if we're somewhat cautious about this. One, and this one's done. And let's do, I don't know, what looks fun. What do we got? Let's do, yeah, this one's kind of heart-shaped. We'll see how that works. I have no plan. It's just kind of how she goes. I'll try that one, and then we'll do one just like for good luck. Just in case we don't like that other one. I'll do this. We are going to play with edible ribbon as well, because that's just one of my favorite things. Okay, so we're doing this again. This goes in here. And again, this is just, I think I use Ghirardelli. It's just chocolate, white chocolate chips. You melt them, you throw in the a little bit of coloring. You don't have to do the coloring, but it makes the color of them a little more vibrant. But I will say that this stuff covers pretty well. This are shiny as hell. It covers like really, I've never tried it without. I have a feeling you probably wouldn't need to color the chocolate paste, but you know, it's just a, why not? Okay, I've got it. I might as well use it. Push these in until I can see the mold edges. And that way I know I don't have to spend my day with an X-Acto knife. So, here we go. Okay, so this is what we have. See? So you can see that edge on these, and that tells me I'm not gonna have to be trimming. One more, this little guy. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna throw these in the fridge, and I'm gonna grab, our Oreos should be set up by now. So do these in the fridge, not the freezer. If you put them in the freezer, they're gonna get really brittle and they're gonna break. You want them just be like fridge, so that they're set up. But I mean, honestly, I could take them out right now because it's so cold here. But for you people that live in climates that aren't constantly trying to punish you, you're gonna wanna throw these in the fridge. So I'll throw these in for a little bit, and I'm gonna get my Oreos back out. I'm gonna clean this. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. These have been setting up in the freezer for about 5-10 minutes. Usually you're doing it this way. So the way to tell is just give it a little mush there, because that's the part that's gonna be the last to set up. And if there's any give, then leave them in there. But this is plenty of time because I did all my filigree. So I'm just gonna pop these out. Oh, super pretty. Now, see, my chocolate went over the edge there a little bit. And normally I would scrape that off with a knife, but I think that looks really cool and vintage and boho. So I'm gonna leave that on that one. Yeah, I really kind of like it. But I'll show you how to scratch it off on one in case you're one of those sticklers. And there's my loved ones. Oh my God, these are gonna be so good. The mint ones are gonna be so good. I made a ganache out of the same mint. Find on the page, go back to the Let's Make stuff, Let's Make Valentine's Day stuff, and find the truffle making video, and get that recipe for ganache, because that is so good. There, je t'aime. Ooh, and that was like really off center. That's perfect, because I need room here for a keyhole. So yeah, embrace the imperfections, people. Let's see, and that one too, off center, so I'm gonna put all my detailing here. So that's kind of fun, as we get to, like, you know, go with the flow a little bit, which is not my specialty. Going with the flowing is not my specialty. Let me find just a little knife, and I'll show you how we can clean this up if we want. So this, and we just get a little scratchy. And it'll come right off. Do you see how that's coming off? And the sheet underneath is totally fine. It just needs a slight cleanup. Okay. But honestly, with this boho look, I think we could just embrace it. So I am only doing this to show you guys how to fix that. I am definitely not doing it. I wouldn't do it if it weren't for the educational value. Because, you know, everything I do has such educational value. Right. So that's it. This is just a butter knife. And I'm just scratching right above the... Yeah, and that's all cleaned up. I don't know if it's focusing. Are you focusing? So... Okay, so that's pretty easy. And then we're gonna mess around with these a little bit. So, same time, if it's If it's crooked at all, like it's higher on this side, I can just kind of pare down a little bit where it's popping up. And there. There we go. So now that's nice and straight. Okay. Let's see how our things came out. This is very fun. Oh, I like them. They even go okay together. I thought they were so different that I would need to do different things to them, but they actually go together really nicely. But we'll see how we go. I am going to start, I'm gonna put these up here. Get rid of this ugly mold. You're not ugly, you're lovely. You make beautiful Oreos. We'll start with the gold ones. Look at that side, isn't that cool? You can see the peppermint in it, which is kind of fabulous. Okay, so remember these? We're gonna pop these out. The best way to do it is to just put it down and then peel the mold away. And we'll see if that, there we go. They're gorgeous. Beautiful. Okay. So there we have it. And you can see there's a little bit I missed, so I'll get my X-Acto. But I mean, that's being really kind of insanely picky. So right there, just that little tiny bit there. Oh, and see, it broke. Don't worry. Now we can fix it together. Aren't you glad I'm a screw up? Okay. So that, oh, I'm trying to break that one too. I'm doing my best. Okay. So I've got these two. I think these two are gonna go, I was thinking that a keyhole might go on, oh yeah, je t'aime. I want to do a keyhole on that one. Now these aren't as delicate, so, but they do really hold on to the keyhole part. So be warned, you have to really brutalize that to get that out. That's kind of fun. Oh, and part of my other one came out. That's okay, we'll get to it. Okay. And I don't think that's shiny enough for me yet, so I'm gonna hit it with a tiny bit more. Usually they come out like this shiny. So, fixed. Okay, all better. So you can go in after if you want. And then let's get this last one. There. Okay. And that's part of my next one that I broke off, which again, that's okay. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get it. It'll be fine. It goes right there. I just fused it together. You are healed. Okay, maybe not. We'll get to it. Okay. Again, this one, for some reason, this one didn't come out as shiny as these two, so we just hit it with another. I didn't even have to put more on the paintbrush. And then we get that beautiful shine, because that is just, that's special. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so we need to attach these. I was hoping that on my je t'aime, which is French for, I want your body. Not really. Okay. This has a little dangly here. I don't know what it is. It's like a brooch or something. I don't know. Something French, I'm sure. And so I'm just gonna attach this with some of our Wicked Sticky edible glue. And so just gonna put a little bit there. Just a tiny. It doesn't take much. Oh yeah. Oh, that pop over the edge, because that's kind of a show-offy thing to do, is to show that you can, you know, that it can support itself. So there's one little keyhole. Cute. Okay, and then I think also on this one, well, let's leave this one for now. We'll see. This one, what do I want to do to this? Ooh, I know what I want to do to this. Okay, I know what I want to do to this one. I want to do these guys. So it broke and it's okay. So I'm gonna flip it over and put just a little bit of glue on it. Tiny bits. And then I'll grab a paintbrush. Kind of spread that around a little bit. And, oh, there, I broke the other part now. Oh, look at that. Okay, well, she's just smashing stuff. So let's do this here. Okay, and then we will reassemble. So this has glue on it. So we're gonna reassemble this on this side. And again, it's cool if you can let it stick over. It's like a good party trick. You let it go over that edge. Okay. And this one, I've got leftover glue now. And this is my Wicked Sticky. And this one's gonna go here. And once it's on the cookie, you never know. See, nobody knows. Curl that up, make it, oh, that's really sweet. That's adorable. We'll do another one on the bottom too. Because why not? Why don't we just break everything? That'll be fun. Okay, so a little tiny bit of glue. But see, if I, here's the deal. This proves to you that you do not have to be perfect to do this. Because I'm a lot of things. Perfect is not one of them. And so stuff happens, but you know what? They end up looking absolutely beautiful anyway. So that's my favorite kind of project, is you can quickly recover. And if you did this out of chocolate and it shattered, there's no way you could get it just to bend back in for you. And like, I decided I want those to go up, and I just changed my mind and I want these to come down instead. And so, well, changed my mind. I want this to break off and fall on the counter. I meant to do that. All right. There we go. There. So that's kind of gorgeous. And look at that shine. Can I get, is it focusing? I'm sorry, I'm bad at the, can't tell if that's focused. Are you focusing? Let's try hand focus. I can't tell. Hopefully that's focusing. Anyway, I'll take pictures if not, but it's like shiny and beautiful. Okay, then this one, I think we're gonna do something different too. So this would cover up like all of this, and that would be really sad because it's pretty. So instead what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna do a ribbon, and we're gonna attach the ribbon with the, I'm gonna attach it to the side. So, I'm gonna hit this one more time because I want it to be shinier. Shiny, 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 shiny. Oh yeah, oh my God. This stuff is magic. Look at that. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab, this is our Evil Cake Genius edible ribbon. I have new metallics that I got in for Christmas. So you can see it's like, that red is gorgeous and it's gonna go with that really beautifully. I could, you can go two ways. Wrap the whole thing. If you go with the thick stuff, you can get the whole side, which is kind of cute. Or you can cut this in half and have it be like a thinner strip. So I'm gonna cut it in half, because if you do the half, what I usually do is I buy the thick one, and that way if I want to go all the way around thick, I do it. But if I want to do thin, I can just cut it in half. So on this one, I'm kind of wanting to go in half, I think. We'll see. So I'm just gonna get my ruler. Am I the only one that keeps a ruler in their kitchen drawer? I don't know. Okay, sorry, I needed a cup of coffee. So, now this has breaks in it. I mean, it's not magical. So with this, we could always do like a little bow. So we're gonna save this. We're not gonna throw that away. I will decide in a little bit what we want to do with that. And we just need enough to go around a cookie. This will be our body double for the cookie. Right there. Okay. So this is how long it needs to be. Put that with the scissors. This stuff just blows my mind. What you can do with it. I've seen people do quilling cakes with it. Just absolutely astounding. And it holds its shape for you like right away. So see, if I make a loop with it, it stays, and it'll stay up like that on a cake. It's pretty magical, but it doesn't crack either. So it'll let you do just about anything to it. Okay. So I'm just gonna cut it in half. Again, if you want to go, if you know you want to go skinny, you can always get the 1 centimeter ribbon instead of getting the 2 centimeter, but this way I had this, I'm going to use this. Okay, so I'm going to do this guy. I'm going to brush the back with some of my edible glue. So I'm going to put that much on, and then I'll just use my brush to get the rest. Okay. And I'm going to deliberately put the seam on the front. So. Oh yeah, that glue works, man. Dudes. That's like wanting to grab on there, and I can't. Okay, so close enough to the front. Oh, yeah, no, I want to do it in the middle. I want to do it in the middle because I want my keyhole to be there. So I'm going to just throw it right there. Okay. This stuff makes great borders on cakes. It makes good stripes on cakes because it's like you're not trying to deal with fondant and all that stuff. So, okay, so we're going to go all the way around. Okay, and I'm going to get a little more right on the edge. And I said I was going to do the middle. I didn't. It doesn't matter because this keyhole's going over it. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit more glue right there. And there. Super cute. Now you could do a little bow if you wanted, but I kind of have this keyhole in my mind, so I'm just going to cut that off there. Okay. And there we go. And then we're going to attach our keyhole. So again, just a little bit of glue. That's what's fun about this. It's kind of like it's kind of like scrapbooking, but people eat them and they make really great gifts. So it's a really fun, this is a really fun thing to do. Because you can just make it up as you go along, which clearly you can tell I have no plan. So this is going here. I want that to line up. And then the keyhole is in red. Oh, pretty. And then we just attach it onto here. So the ribbon is attached with edible glue, and the keyhole is attached with edible glue. And then we just kind of mush it back in. And there we go. Very cute. Ah, very cute. Okay, so that's where we are so far. This guy doesn't have any red on him yet, so I'm kind of sad. So I think maybe we'll do, yeah, he needs a ribbon too. So there, that's kind of adorable. Got that one. Keyhole. And upwards. Here we go. Mint chocolate chips. No, mint Oreos. God, those are cute. Okay, guys, I'm gonna clean up a little bit, and then we're gonna come back with the copper ones, the vintage looking ones, in a second. Okay, back once again. So we haven't done these yet. These are our Boho Valentines. And this one's the one that we cleaned up the edge because it was a little covered. This one I deliberately did not clean up the edge because I kind of like that it looks boho. But also, I was looking at the the molds that I did, this one came out, it jumped out when we were doing the gold ones for the other guy. So, and one broke off, and this was serendipitous, because what we're gonna do with this, we're gonna use it as our off-center one. I'm gonna just take this and use it for just little bits and pieces the way I want. So I'm cutting that there. And then squishing that in, so it's like that one. So get our edible glue again. Wants to stick to the counter. And I think we're gonna do, so I could do this right in the middle of the heart. Oh, that's cute too, crap. My plan was to do it over here offset. And then let these guys curve around. So I'm hiding where it got weird. And I know I'm gonna pick the wrong one. But there is no wrong answer, is there? Yeah, this was the original thought. Yeah, that's pretty. I like that. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. But it does happen to fit right there too, so you've got other options. So I'm gonna put a little bit of glue. Actually, it's best to do it right on the piece that you're actually gluing. So I'll do a little bit there. We'll brush this a little bit, and that's going up here. So it was curving the opposite way, so it broke and told me that it did not want to be that way, and I listened to it. Get a little bit on here. And we could do it this way too if we want, but no, keyhole. Okay, so then we attach it right there. There. So it goes right back together. Oh, that's cute. Okay. A little more glue. Doesn't take much. You just spread it out with it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. So let's push this out a little bit right there. So I want it to curve more. Okay. That's pretty cute. Oh, looks like one of those little heart wings. That's cute. Okay. Got that one. And then you can add sprinkles and stuff. I mean, you can just embellish these until the cows come home. You can do anything you want to these. I'm kind of amused with having it be like scrapbook playtime in the kitchen. Makes me kind of happy. Okay, so then we have these guys left. Yeah, a little birdie's framed nicely. And this guy needs a little dot just right in the center, and we pop him on here. That's kind of the easiest one to do. And I'm gonna have it come down, because why not? Like, we can. And then look at it, just frames right where that little heart is. That's adorable. Okay, so there we go. We have very, very boho, shabby chic, cool, and very Victorian. I hope this is focusing. And there we go, guys. Happy Valentine's.